Well, the ship leasing bill is of huge significance to the Hong Kong maritime community, as this is a complement to what we have as the shipping center in the world. As you are well aware, Hong Kong is a finance, shipping and trading center as endorsed by our government and also by our state policies. For the longest time, for the Hong Kong shipping community, we need the certainty and stability to continue. And on the tax matters, it is really from the 23B under the Inland Revenue Ordinance that provides us with this certainty and stability. Time has changed. 23B serves us very well, but because of the new regulations and also different business models of shipping, we need certain improvements on our tax regime. And so this ship leasing bill is a perfect complement to what we have in 23B to provide the certainty so that owners can continue to base their fleet in Hong Kong. So if you ask how it would affect the rest of the maritime cluster, obviously the rest of the maritime clusters would follow the principles. The decision makers, the ship owners that would make important decisions on the sale and purchase, on the employment of the vessels. And when they are based in Hong Kong, the rest of the cluster will come and that would build it stronger over time. Yeah, obviously there will be more people coming to the Hong Kong. Actually, before the bill was enacted, already there has been a lot of inquiries, especially from the people that have very dedicated ship leasing business, and not too far away from us, from the mainland. There are quite a number of very dedicated, committed leasing houses with shipping as one of the businesses, really try to build up their subsidiary in Hong Kong, and there are also others. Well, for the ship finance banks, by definition, ship finance banks are the ones providing senior debt. And so their business is complementary to what the ship leasing companies would do. So they are really partners. And so with the ship leasing companies based in Hong Kong, there will be more businesses for the ship financing banks, and also for the ship financing banks to expand the scope of products provided to the shipping industry. Well, there are people that can benefit directly and indirectly from the regime. As mentioned, obviously the leasing companies are the ones who would benefit directly. But even for those other owners who might choose to continue to enjoy 23B, but because of the strengthening of the maritime clusters in Hong Kong, which means that over time they will have more people servicing their needs, which is very good. When I talk about the maritime cluster, it would be for the finance industry, insurance, say the shipbroker, ship managers, insurances, lawyers. So that really would strengthen the type of services ship owners would get in Hong Kong. Definitely, as mentioned, Hong Kong itself is is very important international finance center. And for the ship leasing business, by definition, it is a business that is competing on cost of capital. So over time, a successful leasing company will need to find ways to strengthen the efficiency and the way they can get the capacity as well as the cost of the capital. As Hong Kong is such an innovative finance center, there will be opportunities for leasing companies to get more DCM, debt capital markets, and ECM, equity capital markets, the products. And from there onwards, there can be more innovation in each of this sector, of products, and provide more competitive solutions for the shipping industry as a whole. Well, the limit in shipping is always certain discipline in terms of not overbuilding ships or use the capital wisely, both in terms of capacity as well as in today's world, anything that we do have to give certain perspectives on the long-term future of the industry, and that would link to, say, for example, the environmental concerns and sustainability. So all these issues have to be addressed together. And again, Hong Kong is the perfect place, to find all these solutions. And if we find the solutions, there will be lesser limits. If we don't, there will be high limits.